Luke Thomson, you're here on Lease TV. Welcome to Lease TV. Woo! All right.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
It's awesome to have you. I know that you're working with Ted Dowding. We call him Crazy Ted around here a little bit. He's a little crazy, but his methods are unorthodox and they seem to be working, right? Your buy side is amazing. Didn't they just have a release that TD is one of the higher buy-side brokerages as far as representing buyers? Have you heard anything about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the growth on the buy sides has been unbelievable. I'd started my business back 6 years ago, and I've basically done exclusively buy side the majority of my career. And I took notice to TD Commercial Group and just the amount of growth they were having on the buy side. Powered through Net Lease World, which is a website that we own. It's been great. It's been great.
So Ted and TD is growing pretty rapidly, and you work also with Jack Kassin and Angie Iness. We just did the Walgreens, the Dollar General with Angie Iness buyer. He was involved in a 1031. It was great working with her. She's very professional, and she's definitely an asset for Ted. How many agents do you guys have? Do you know?
Total agents. I mean, we just had another round of guys come on, so I don't know the updated numbers at this point. I would guess probably 30 agents.
Okay, 30
it might
agents.
be closer to 40 now. Yeah, we literally just brought on a whole new round of guys and girls.
That's awesome. I applaud Ted. Woo, Ted, good job if you're watching this, buddy. You're doing a great job getting that brokerage cranked up, buddy.
We got a great office in South Florida.
I always see you guys ringing the bell, ding, 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 every day. It's got somebody going up and ringing the bell, and there's confetti, and I see all his posts on Facebook. So definitely you're doing an A+, Ted, on the social media. Now, where are you guys located?
We're in Fort Lauderdale, downtown Fort Lauderdale. Like 30 minutes north of Miami, I guess, depending on what time you leave. It's either 30 minutes or 3 hours. But yeah, I mean, really nice area. You can see the palm tree in the back. It's A+ location for us. We love it down here.
Beautiful. Are you involved in any water sports? You do boating?
My friends buy the boats, and I go out fishing with them, so they can handle the expenses.
You like fishing? What do you go for down there? What do you go for? Marlin or what?
Oh yeah, mahi. Yeah, mahi's big down here. I mean, you'll be lucky to get some wahoo. Two fish are amazing to eat. Tuna, marlin as well. So yeah, we're out there for sure.
We have a place here in San Diego called Pelly's, and I'll go down there and get a couple pounds of mahi and put a little bit of the Italians, they put a little bit of lemon, a little bit of olive oil, some rosemary, let it kind of saute it in there, put it on the barbecue. It's really delicious. Try it.
There's nothing better.
A little bit of lemon, olive oil. The olive oil kind of makes it more tender, right? So put a little bit of olive oil, and the rosemary gives it, some salt and pepper. Delicious. All right, so I'm really excited. You got these 3 properties we're going to talk about. You got the Walgreens at 115 2nd Avenue in Sauk Rapids, Minnesota. You got a Family Dollar at 3021 Northwest 19th Street in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And you've got a Popeyes located at 1103 North Main Street in Shelby, Tennessee. Why don't we start with the Walgreens? What's the price on the Walgreens deal there, Luke?
$10,575,000, which is a 6.1% cap rate.
Beautiful.
Yeah, 13 years remaining on the lease. So I mean, we're right in line with the market in terms of pricing on this one on a cap rate basis.
It is triple net absolute, right? It's triple net app. There's no landlord obligations.
Correct. Absolute triple net deal. Fee simple. You get the building and the land.
So you get the building and the land. And what's around it? Like I see there's St. Cloud, something in Menia's Meats, Domino's, Burger King, Dollar Tree. What else is around it? Is it on it's on a four-way signalized corner, right?
Four-way corner, that's correct. Yeah, I mean it's kind of right at the start of, what we would consider a dense retail area. I mean, it's, major tenants around there, Burger King, Dollar Tree. What's nice is that there's also St. Cloud Hospital down the
Okay.
street. If we were to pan out, and we'll show the drone footage on it. But if you pan out and cross over the bridge right there, it leads you right into St. Cloud Hospital. So there's good medical synergy in the area as well.
And I would imagine Ted would say, "Hey, Luke, we're looking for 1031 buyers, right? That's kind of the buyer profile you're looking for. What kind of buy side? We have a lot of agents representing buyers. What kind of buy side commission is Ted and TD offering on this deal to buy side agents?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on this one, we're offering a point to the buy side.
Right, a point. So almost like 100,000 plus. Nice.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice. 100,000 plus. And
Nice
what kind of contract terms are you offering? Would you do like a 30-day due diligence, or do you think there's ability to get a financing contingency with the seller, or do they just want like a quick fuse type situation with a contract?
Yeah. I mean, the seller ideally would like the next buyer to assume the mortgage.
The whole CMBS mortgage, right? And
that's correct.
What kind of loan terms are on the property?
As of right now, it's interest rate 3.79% for the next 3 years.
Okay.
And an outstanding loan balance of roughly $4 million. So any buyer that comes in would need to put down, again, roughly $6 million.
So I did a kind of a back of the napkin underwriting on this one. Let's say that somebody wants to just defease it, which we did on 2 Walgreens that we did at the beginning of the year. We're coming in 5.8 million, 54% LTV on a 5, 7, 10-year fixed with a 25 to 30-year AM. We have also maybe a 2 to 5 year IO possibility, or forward rate lock, non-recourse. A rate range would be right around 6.5 to 7.5. There's different ways you can do it. You can do a swap loan. Swaps are really important right now, very popular. Or you can just go with a conventional loan. Under our scenario, it would require about $5 million down on that one. $5 million down.
The seller is open to different options. I mean, you could come in and pay all cash, and he would take the hit for that prepayment. He's also open to seller financing options. We're reviewing an offer right now, actually, that we just got in this morning, actually, with exactly that. So there's flexibility there. The mortgage does not absolutely have to be assumed in this case. So we will, we'll review any offers that come in. I just wanted to throw that in there really quick.
No, that's important to know. And while we're on that subject, I think that's going to be pretty popular coming into this higher cap rate, higher interest rate environment with the Fed tightening down. I think there's going to be a lot more all cash buyers. And we really like all cash buyers because that gives us the ability, if it works for their 1031 exchange, 5 to 6 to 12 months out, to say, hey, come back to Marabella, let's do a cash out, right? Let's monetize that asset so you guys can do more deals with that specific owner. Because most of the time for their exchange, they've got to input a certain amount of money. But then I believe it's like 6 to 12 months later, always talk to your CPA on these tax 1031 questions. But from what I've heard, some guys, they put all their equity in, and then 6 to 12 months later, they pull some out, they extract some out, and they go and monetize that asset, and then they can buy more net lease, they can put a child through college, they can use that money for whatever they're thinking, buy more stock in the stock market, whatever that may be. So I'm glad you mentioned that. And I do believe that buyers are going to go all cash right? Lock in a cap rate, praying that rates are going to come down. I don't know if that's going to be the case. The federal funds rate, 5.5. We got the 10-year, I think, at I think it was like 470 almost, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of months back, we were in I think like the low 4s or 3s when we locked in the Walgreens and the Dollar General deal. But go ahead. Did you have a thought on that?
I was just going to add to that. I mean, again, depending on, because we've heard opinions across the board as to what's going to happen with rates. But, this could be a good play for someone, potentially looking 3 years down the road, whatever you believe is going to be, the environment for debt markets. I don't know if you would, consider it higher or lower, what have you. But, if you were to assume the mortgage on this, you're locking in at the 3.79. And then again, depending on your opinion of the marketplace, a lot of people believe rates will come back down, that allows you an exit to refinance later on. Because like we talked about, if you were going to finance this right now, 6.5% interest and north would be kind of what you're looking at. So it's a good opportunity for 3 years down the road to take that money and refinance.
Is there any flexibility on that cap rate, or is your seller pretty stuck on that?
No, we've got some room on it. We've got some room. I mean, the market's shifting. It's by no means a fire sale in any way, shape, or form. I mean, he's happy with the property. The sales on this are close to $3.5 million. I mean, it's basically a $12 million store. Yeah, it's sales have been going.
And is that reported? Or is that
three? Correct. Yeah, 3.5 is reported. Yes.
I mean, I always heard take like the reported divided by 35%. Don't hold me on that out there, okay? But that would be 10 million. Okay, that'd be 10 million.
Yeah.
And average, I think an average Walgreens, if out there and you're watching this, comment below this video. I want you to comment, but let us know. I always heard an average Walgreens does about 8 million. That's like an average. So definitely comment below. Also, if you're watching this and you like what Luke's saying, subscribe. Slam on that subscribe button. All right. I want you to hit the subscribe button. I want you to click on the bell. We need subscribers. I'm trying to get more subscribers. So definitely subscribe. And Luke, you got to spread the word for us. Okay. Tell all your friends, your principals, your family. I don't know. Whatever you do in life, I want you to spread the news on Lease TV. Is there anything else you want to talk about on the Walgreens deal?
No, I mean, that's really it. I mean, it's a rock solid deal, absolute triple net, fee simple, corporately guaranteed. You're getting credit from Walgreens. And the sales are off the charts. I mean, for Sauk Rapids, Minnesota, that's a big number. So I mean, it's a rock solid deal all the way around.
If we're close, take the 645, right? 645 divided by 10 million. That'd put us in at a rent to sales of about 6.4. Again, don't hold me on this. These are just kind of guesstimates. But that's about an average store I've heard is like 5% rent to sales, a Walgreens deal. Or the rent divided by the sales, an average that I've heard is like 5%. So It's a good store, and you got some big sales. We think.
Absolutely.
We think. And they report, you have the actual sales schedules that you can give a buyer of what Walgreens reports, because they don't report certain things, and you got to review that in the lease.
Absolutely, yeah. We have reported sales. We got 3 years sale history, year-over-year growth, and this, they've been in the marketplace for a long time. This is a relocation store for them. They moved to a larger footprint. I mean, they have established, a strong presence in this market. So I mean, it's healthy all the way around.
There's no doubt about it. So now, Mr. Jack, how do you want people to submit LOIs on these deals? I heard the buy side commission on these deals are amazing. I mean, you're going to have buyers, buying agents just flooding you guys with calls. But do you want people to call you guys on your cell phone? Do you want them to email you offers? What do you want?
So I guess let them email Luke, and Luke will pass them along to the right people.
So Luke's your man. So Luke, what's your email again?
It's Luke, Luke, at tdcommercialgroup.com.
All right, awesome. I want to thank you guys. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Luke. These are awesome properties. Keep me updated if you get any buyers, of course. Contact Marabella Commercial Financing for all your financing needs. We can size these up within seconds. I've been doing, I've done hundreds of net lease deals for the last 30 to 40 years. Walgreens, CVS, 7-Elevens. We just did the Walgreens and the DG deal with Angie, that's with TD Commercial. And we want to do more deals. We really respect Ted, what Ted's done. Hats off to Ted. Amazing. And thank you again, guys. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Jack, for being on Net Lease TV.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
I'm on Net Lease TV. Okay.
I'm on Net Lease TV.